Son sets free is free indeed. So God, please speak to me, reaching the next generation.
Well, greetings and welcome to Reaching the Next Generation. I am Bishop Jerome Jones. I am here in Liberia, West Africa. I am so excited about what God is doing. And I want to tell you that we are making some progress. We are getting some progress. I'm beginning to feel better. Thank the Lord for your prayers. You know, it's just a miracle that I am really beginning to feel better in my body. And I just want to bless God for you that have been praying for us and saying, God, strengthen him. And God, I got so many well wishes from so many of the saints. And I wanted to just really take time to say, I really appreciate it because I never tell you all of it and how I feel. But I was feeling really, really bad. I mean, I was feeling really bad inside. I mean, my digestive system was bad. There was some things going on that just made me feel so miserable. And the saints kept saying, we're keeping you in prayer. And I got messages from several of the bishops, so many of the saints and pastors, and it just made me feel good. And this morning I feel so much better, and I want to say thank you for your prayers. Thank the Lord, because to do what has to be done, I've got to get back to form and get my strength back. So I do this broadcast. I don't know how long the internet's going to last here. So if it cuts off in the middle of it, it's because the power goes on and off, and things just is happening here. It's just unpredictable. So I wanted to tell you that, guys, I got the we got the field. We have the we're working on getting the 5 of the flyers, posters, billboards put up. And I just spent the last $160 that I have. I got about a couple of dollars that I can actually have for myself, because the other money that I have, I got to pay the hotel costs and for transportation. But that's okay. I stopped to ask you now. The next thing that we're trying to get is the lights. We're trying to get the lights. We have to put the lighting in, and the lighting to go in requires generators and poles. And so those lights can be $140 a light, and we need about 5 of them. And so I'm asking you to help us get the lighting. The lighting is so essential because the crusade is at night, of course, and it's just an open field. And we got to put the lighting out there. We've got some people that's going to be working on building the platform. And so that is going on as well. We're getting ready tomorrow to take a tour of the church, to visit the church site and do a live broadcasting from the church site that we're building here as well. So those are some exciting times for us. But I just stopped to ask you to please help us get the lighting. That would be a huge accomplishment there. The crusade starts in less than a week. And we just got to get the lighting. And you know, one of the reasons I came early is because the Lord gave me this unction to come early so that I'd have time to see and to coordinate and to direct what needed to be done. And I am so glad that the Lord allowed me to come early rather than coming in on Friday night and having to start the crusade on Sunday. You know, I just think when I look back at it, God's counsel is just perfect. God's counsel is perfect, you know. And having gotten here early, I've had the opportunity to meet with the hosting pastor. I had the privilege of meeting with the team on yesterday, and I see so much that we need, and I have a skill set of administration to organize it and to direct it so that it can get done based on the priorities. And so that's what I'm doing now. I know that the lighting is a top priority, and the billboards to let people know the message is a top priority. So I'm asking you to just stand with us a little bit longer and help us get the lighting. We need to have the lighting, and then we need to, the final thing that we got on the last list of ours is our t-shirts. You know, they're telling me that they are expecting 3,000, 4,000 to 5,000 people to be attending this crusade. They're telling me that pastors are going to shut down their churches that whole week and attend this crusade. We're going to have services in the day and services at night. Saints of God, I know that this is sometimes a burden. I know it. I know that sometimes it's just always seemed to be something. I get that and I understand it. But the question that I want all of us to ask is, what is this all about? What is it for? And is it worth it? It is for the souls. You know, it's for souls. You know, people ask me, and there are people that think it and without asking, why go so far to win souls? And my answer that God revealed to me, gave me this unction that Jesus left heaven and to come and live in a wicked world, a world that didn't even want him, just to save them and to save a wretched sinner such as I. So the question is, how far is too far to go to win souls? When those souls get to heaven, they're going to say, we got there because somebody cared enough to come. You can be that somebody. I know you're not here in Liberia, but you can be. Many of you are here because you're here in your gifts and your prayers. So I just want to ask you to help us. Listen, I just need your help. I don't have no long speech. I just need your help, you know, and I'm trusting God to get the lighting. We've got to get the lighting because we got to put it in. And so it's kind of an urgent thing that we got to have. We've got to get the lighting. We got to put it in. And instead of buying those little bitty lights, so you have to have so many of them and have to have so much stringing them up on poles, we can get a big pole light that costs about $140 a piece. And it will blast a lot of light. And if we get enough of them, we can light up that football field area. It's important to have good lighting so that your recordings can come out right, so that when people watch it, they'll watch it and not turn it off, so that we can actually see out there. Just think about this. Just think about it. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around it. Having 3,000-4,000 people together, having 1,000 people together, upward to 5,000 people out there. There needs to be adequate lighting. And so that's one of the priorities that I have focused in on. And I've said to the team today that the lighting is an absolute must. We have to get that taken care of before we do anything else, because we can't have a lot of hundreds. We can't have hundreds and thousands of people sitting out there in with no lighting, because that's not a secured position. So I'm asking you, listen, saints of God, friends, well-wishers, will you help us? Will you go to our Cash App and give a contribution toward the lighting today? we need to get a minimal of 5 of those lights, and that's like $700 for the lighting. We could use as many as 10, but if we believe we can get by with 5, with a minimal of 5, and if we have to scale up, may have to get 6 or 7, but we're going to start with the 5, and we believe that we can get enough lighting. May not be able to light the entire field, but we can light the half of it or 3/4 of it. We have to have adequate lighting. So if you will help us with a contribution, listen, as soon as I get it, I'm going to get the lighting, because the lighting has to be put up and the lines has to be laid. And so those things takes a day to do. So we're asking you to help us, and I pray that you will. I hope that you are inspired. I hope that you love God and that God's favor is upon your life. I'm sitting here in this room, and I'm about to just give over to some reading and resting up a bit. But I want to take time to really ask for your support, so that we can get the lighting. I'll let you know when we get it. I'll bring it back to you and say we've gotten it. I'm so glad that we got the posters. Yesterday, everybody was asking, where are the posters? Where are the flyers? The publicity team saying we want to go distribute it from door to door. We want to get out in the communities and let everybody know to be at this crusade. Well, because someone gave, we're able to send off and have those things printed up today. So I'm asking you, saints of God, please stand with us in this work. If you do so, God will not let it go without notice. And we love you today, and we appreciate you. I'm Bishop Jerome Jones, and if you go with God, God will surely go with you. And until the very next time, you have yourself a Jesus-filled day.
It's time to see our liberty, a light flowing down from the heavenlies, and we are here reaching out. The word of God is all we need. Who the sun sets free